to the Accelerated Evolution's Mega Man X2 Let's Play. I'm going to take this moment to introduce myself to a few of you who don't know maybe who I am. You see, I'm a newer face to the Accelerated Evolution Let's Play team, let us say, and I'm assisting this time with Mega Man X2. As you can tell, my voice is more relaxed, because I don't spend all my waking hours pulling my hair out like a Karian leading man. So let's all take a seat, and just kind of pull up your favorite recliner, sit back, and relax to some Mega Man X2. This is a very peaceful game, made by peaceful people, for peaceful people. Every copy of Mega Man X2 that you buy will save a starving child somewhere in Africa. It's true. And with the holidays around the corner, I want to be the first to personally tell you to kind of relax and don't worry about the stress of the holiday season. Take this time to sit back with your favorite cup of tea or coffee, something suitably festive though. They have many nice holiday teas, for example. I had one right before doing this video, and a whole lot of Ritalin. Anyway, now, let's see. I think something about needing my Vicodin as well? I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to Mega Man X2. This is my first time playing Mega Man X2. Actually, that's not quite true. I must confess I was lying to you there. This is actually my second time playing Mega Man X2. My first time was just testing out Moth's level, and I found out that it really wasn't for me, and so I'm glad that Ikari did his wonderful, amazing job with that update, because I really didn't want to play Morph Moth's level very much. Anyway, this is the second time I've played Mega Man X2 on the Super Nintendo version, and actually any version of Mega Man X2. This is the first time I've played Overdrive Ostrich level, so that's where, like, if you see me die, it's because it's the first time I've done the level, and so I can be, I think, forgiven for not knowing where bottomless pits are, or even how to properly jump in Mega Man. Although I would tend to defend myself in that respect and say that I do indeed know how to jump, just not all the time and not 100%. I hope you'll sit back with me and relax and enjoy also this music. Feel its soothing strains as it calms your nerves and takes you to your happy place. Relax and go with me there. If you're like me, your happy place is somewhere in Mega Man X2. Maybe even this very level. You can see the peaceful spikes up above us, and the equally placid, languid forms of the scorpion robots. Over here we find some sort of blockage, and I decide that, like any blockage that you see in real life, this blockage must be cleared somehow. And we find that, again like in real life, a circular saw blade is the best way to get rid of blockage. So now we have obtained the secret for this level, the upgrade. It does beg the question of what those other people, you know, those other Accelerated Evolution people who aren't me and therefore are beneath my notice, it makes me think, well, what were they doing? These secrets are rather easy to obtain, and so therefore I have to just... It begs the question. You'll see I show off a little bit of air dash jumping there. That's just a little pro tip from me to you. I also use the atomic bomb super attack there, because I've decided that if you're going to, you know, use this password, you aren't allowed to cheat, because since I didn't use it for anything useful, neither can you. So, beginning with the pose, we go into the next area, and we find a Soviet missile left over from the Cold War, no doubt. I didn't know Dr. Wily, I should say, was keeping these around, but I imagine they would be far more useful than the 8 Robot Masters. You have to wonder why he doesn't just build giant WMDs and launch them at everyone he doesn't like the look of. But then again, that's not a very peaceful thought, and so we must return once again to the peaceful exploding missile here. And Mega Man will, in a very in a very peaceful, at harmony with the universe way, he will totally destroy this robot master. This is Overdrive Ostrich. I would give him a WWE introduction, but I think we can all agree that WWE is far too violent, and we really need more programming like The Electric Company and Barney and Friends and things like that. Because really, all WWE does is it incites the sort of violent emotions that we're trying to avoid here in playing Mega Man X2, which is most assuredly one of the most peaceful games ever created. Here we can see that Overdrive Ostrich, if you've seen my Mega Man Extreme 2 thing, video I should say, is basically the same as he was in that. He has a lot of the same moves and attacks. His behavior is occasionally a little bit different as far as how his AI reacts to things or how he chooses to pattern his attacks. The actual patterns are a little bit different. And I'm testing out the various weapons because I have no idea what his weak point is, really. As I mentioned, I've never played against this boss attempting to use his weak point. I've always just used the Buster, and I've only ever fought him a couple of times. If you couldn't tell there's maybe 1 or 2 seconds worth of audio desync, but I hope that you'll be as zen about this as I have been. Like a good yin-yang symbol, Overdrive Ostrich is now returning for a second round. This is another point where I could bring up the whole WWE announcer thing and, you know, really do him a proper send-off, but I think instead I'll do my version. Over here we have Overdrive Ostrich. Let that sink in for a moment. The concept of his name, he's not just an ostrich, he's not just a driving ostrich. At one point in his life, he decided he would do so much more. He's a goal-oriented fellow. Not content to merely drive places, he will overdrive. He will drive the crap out of places. And I think we can agree that those are some admirable life goals. Although I fiddle around with save states, I don't actually load a state because I think that we can all agree, as we have been, I hope, that, that's totally gay. And when I say gay, I hope I don't offend any of the many homosexuals who are watching this video, because really I mean gay in the same manner that I would refer to one who is of low intellect, which is not to suggest that the word gay should always be used as a pejorative. I'm a very liberal-minded fellow, I think you can tell. Charge buster shots seem to work pretty well on Overdrive Ostrich, so we'll continue using those. I'm not very good at avoiding his multiple angle, flying, whatever those are, attack, but it doesn't really matter much. Now, as you noticed, I destroyed him right as he shot me. In other words, I took his bullet and I redirected the force back to him, which is in keeping with the spirit of my martial art that I practice, which is, of course, Aikido. And then some Tai Chi as well. Well, this finishes up Overdrive Ostrich, and tune in next time for somebody who really isn't in touch with the cosmos as much as I am. I hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play, well, my part in it, and will continue to watch all the way to the thrilling conclusion, which will no doubt be promoting violent tendencies. Thank you, and goodbye.